Eduka yobomo ya Uhuru Superstores Limited nero eduka cholide ilikuwa tukachirangi cha Crown Paints eyure company nambe yemo eyokorose chirangi meyenseyiga ya Kenya. Crown Paints nigo emanyira sokoro isya ebintu biria bikomanya seyika ngo kwanira chirangi echo boyiko chire chichi brand ao echo chire chingi ya kirage chirangi chiga nigo chire chibirengo ao nabondo mbabwate chirangi cyo gwakwa imeye nyumba iziko ye nyumba chire chikomentre nigwa amavuta yani oil na bwigo chiriya chia mache inyuranga chirangi chiga nigo chiri kurwase chire chiri guririke iriya gatigati wekariguri iriya bantabatinu bwigo imeya Uhuru Superstores nero eduka yuka iyo bwate emixer iyo bwochoganya chirangi wekabunuragani bwochoganire erangi yiga aseduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores nabo kwegena muna ekale aho watagete nigo kwayanyora wekirano tutarire rero eriwe nyorere abamanyi nabwigo enekenga enyumba yao use asomanyete use chire chibiasara njibwa tokorekana okuya na ayonsi nigo araikirane ekero utumikite chirangi cha Crown Paints eduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores yego tokase enyumba ya Uhuru Complex imeyumucho yigo musongo eywerangane duka ya Safaricom mwigo ngotuka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers eyure angane bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simbwetera seti namba chabo 0111161500. Uhuru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Vipi, mbona mbwata hapa? Nini shida?
Unajikuta nani mshikaji wangu? Yaani unaweza ukavaa ujasiri kiasi cha kwamba unaweza kutoka na wadogo zetu kwa mada zetu ambao tunawategemea baadaye waje kuwa watu wakubwa, afu unakuja kuwachezea kirahisi. Oya, omboi. Sikiliza nikwambie. Bi mkubwa anapata tabu kinoma noma kumsomesha ubinti. Si unanielewa eh? Mimi napambana kinoma noma na kaba huko mzee kwa sababu mdogo wangu mimi aishi vizuri. Afu boya mshamba kama wewe unakaa na pumbavu wenzako mnashawishiana kuja kutongoza dogo zetu. Hivi si wangu, naomba nikuulize. Kuna wanawake wangapi huko wanajiuza? Mpaka wengine wanatimuliwa katika madangulo. Serious, unakuja kutembea na mwanafunzi?
Mugasomia we Jumatatu y'Itariki 4 mutinyo gatana gatatu Ekeonga Chinsa Isano na Ibere asenchira yobo ng'enchingoro kwa Catherine Nyaboga veni Nyaboke kora somo na bo bimanyiriro kabana intugwika omwerio mwaziri wobo chenu adendware nigo achakire umurobero yekerero ananamo yokorotota abantu bari berikire ase umurobero shahwikira boniga abantu 1,250,000 nigo berikire ase umurobero yo nabo igo chinyagitari gwetanya chiribuko nigo chiachakire kwanana obubwene ense yo murobero yo dwara niga yakwana yaiga mubasorero korwa senya gitari ya Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Research Hospital.
The time our patients spend is less, and we are spending now more on the care of our patients. To date, SHA has registered 25,143,987 Kenyans. It has contracted nearly 10,000 hospitals, clinics, and health centers. And since inspection, SHA has reimbursed Kenya shillings 47.5 billion under the Social Health Insurance Fund and 6.9 billion under the Primary Health Care Fund, which is free for all Kenyans accessing health care at level 2 to level 4. Kenyatta University Teaching Referral and Research Hospital alone, where we are today, has submitted claims over 1.4 billion and has received payments totaling 1 billion. And that tells you that our facilities, both private, public, and faith-based, are seeing value for the investment they have made in healthcare.
Mwaziri omukuru b'oburendi bwaime omoske Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i nigaruro kobolya gochiasa abakenya bari bamenyete Chinsa cheisiko kwena kyabuna ngokwana bari neriogi erimo nabo igo eriogi riabo ngo barireri kwegwekana emergency ya Kenya kaokwana korwa Chinsa kwakwana n'abakenya bamenyete ime ya America omoske Matiang'i nigo abolire ebito byo gwakachikura komentwa emergency yo ya America Matiang'i nigo boigo aorokire eganga yaye yokurigia ekirogo ekeneke boraibense asobochori buri mutwe mu mwaka 2027.
And this is what you see everywhere you go in the country. Very smart people, determined to contribute to their country, very patriotic. So we are at a very interesting time. You can see what is going on in the country. I don't want to describe our problems. I believe as leaders, we should not spend time describing our problems. We should be spending more time looking for solutions on how we'll fix our problems. I believe that in the case of the diaspora in our country, we cannot only love your money without your voice. We must now have your voice. We must have your voice in the management of the affairs of the country. I have promised and I have undertaken, and you can hold me to account, that when I'm done with my consultations and I've identified the party I'm going to run on, I have promised that I will present people from the diaspora on the list of nominations from my party to the IEBC. Yeah, so that your voice can be heard. And not just for National Assembly, Senate for that matter, but for county positions. The city of Nairobi, the city county, all of you are buying apartments and properties in Nairobi. You need to participate. But again, secondly, some of you people, some of your leaders, we are working together on this petition to IBC to increase polling stations in the US to up to 15 or 20 so that you guys can vote. Because honestly speaking, let me ask you a question. Sometimes we also have to be serious. I think that is what frustrates me about public life in our country. We have to be serious. How do you expect someone to fly from Houston to go and vote in Washington? As diaspora, please work hard to ensure that your voice makes a difference and it's heard. You are the ones who know the senators, the representatives. You are the ones who know the governors here. Some of you are working with these people. You know, we have a security compact with the US government between Kenya and the US. It is you guys, some of you who now need to challenge the leaders, even here in Congress, to ask questions. Is your security assistance to Kenya being used against the lives of the people of Kenya? So that these matters are brought to the
Chinga chechecho moske Matiang'i nigo amoche serikali yense ya Kenya asogotwara ibitamiro ebinge ase obokoreri bwa kiraritko. Matiang'i nigo akwanira chinsemo ao ase amoche wizara eyo yetsemi ase anamono ase kirago barache kuna chachibesa chakira omorokiwa.
The late Professor Magoha and I, the number of us, spent time in villages, building classrooms, fighting female genital mutilation, and ensuring that girls go to school. Everywhere where we had challenges like in Kilifi because of teenage pregnancies, I banned disco matanga because that nonsense where people go, when someone has died, they go at night to dance. And then they say, oh, we must replace the one who's in the coffin tonight. You know, silly things like those, which eventually affect our children. And we worked hard through the provincial administration. I remember, for example, George Natembea, the current governor of Trans Nzoia, a good friend of mine. Yes, he of the Tawe movement. Was first the county commissioner in Narok, then later regional commissioner in Rift Valley. We were terrorizing chiefs and assistant chiefs, telling a chief, if there is a girl who's going to be found in your jurisdiction who has not gone to school, you will pay for it. And drove these kids to school. Now, how is it that when we are supposed to be going forward, we want to go backwards? We reduced capitation from 22,000 to about 16 or so. It's not even going to schools. And every day is excuses upon excuses, In fact, I would be forgiven if I described what we have in our country as government by excuses. It started with no, it is Uhuru and his term. Then no, it's Raila and Azimio and I don't know who. Then now, ni Wakikuyu wanataka kuharibu serikali. As I said the other day, next year it's going to be ni Wakisii na Wakamba wanataka kuharibu serikali. So looking for someone to blame for things that we are supposed to be doing. Good people, we have challenges in our country. Some of them are man-made. Let us work on solving them. I am ready to lead the team to fix those challenges.
Murikyo munene bw'ekiombe kia borokia kiana ati ni igaruro kuboria gochiasia serikali kugendera gusira chisemi imeyensi ya Kenya. Collins oyu nigo atogire serikali asokolika aborokia bange nabo igo bunenchira yamo yokoenekia buna chisukuru kiri kitabwate aborokia baisaine ngonyora bare aborokia.
Capitation to schools. Education in this country has been given a big priority by the government. And of course, this one has been supported by free basic education. We cannot imagine, as Kenya National Union of Teachers, that free basic education can be interfered with. And on this, we want to say, capitation must be improved. Nobody should talk about reducing capitation. Capitation must be improved and must remain as one thing done all through, so that the poor parents of this country shall also enjoy seeing learners going to schools from their houses. I want to appeal to parliamentarians. If there are issues of reduction of capitation, the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. You know the state of parents in this country. And therefore, let us make sure that the idea of free basic education in this country is upheld and not interfered with, come rain, come sunshine. Even by hook or crook, make sure as parliamentarians that free education is actually seen to be in this country. We want to appreciate the Kenya Kwanza government for prioritizing education in this country. We must appreciate the government of this country. For the first time, employment of teachers in this republic has hit a whopping 76,000 in a record 2 years. We really appreciate as Kenya National Union of Teachers. As we look at the 76,000, we also want to appreciate the 2.4 billion that has been awarded in the budget for employment of another 24,000 teachers to start teaching in schools by January 2026.
Mokonyi w'umurai wense Professor Pram Kithure Kindiki nigo atogire okuba komorembe ase county ya Baringo. Okwana korwa county eyo Kindiki niga atebire buna omukia eserikali ya begete chinga omukia begete chinga kyarengo muwaziri boboreni boime noro ogerete amagendera ose noro ogerete omorembe koeneki wa Chinsa mechi.
Mimi naona ya kwamba sasa hivi ile shida ya kiusalama ilikuwa Baringo 2022. Mungu ametusaidia tukiongozwa na Rais William Ruto kusaidia kuleta usalama hapa Baringo. I am very happy today kuona mbunge wa Tiati ako hapa. Mbunge wa Baringo North ako hapa. Wanaketi wanaongea kama ndugu na dada kwa sababu ile uhasama. Mungu ametusaidia hiyo maneno ya kupoteza maisha na kuiba mifugo tumemaliza. I am very happy. Huyu Kamketu tulisukumana na yeye sana. Hata kuna siku nilikuwa nataka kufungia yeye. Rais akaniambia ngoja kidogo tuongee na yeye kwanza. Akikataa sasa tufungie. Sasa mwenye aliokoa Kamketu ni Rais William Ruto. Akaniambia ngoja. Kama sio yeye Kamketu angekuwa ndani. Hata saa hii angekuwa jela. Lakini juzi nilikuwa naambia rais wewe ulikuwa unaona mbele kuliko mimi, kwa sababu ningemfungia ile shida haingekuwa imemalizika saa hii. So mimi nashukuru rais vile ametuongoza. Hata hiyo mambo ya insecurity, wakati alinipatia hiyo kazi nilirudi kwake akaniongezea National Police Reservice 300 mimi nikaleta hapa. Ile matatizo kidogo bado imebaki. Niko na uhakika waziri wetu mpya wa usalama Mheshimiwa Kipchumba Murkomen na ile team ambayo imewachwa pale interior watakazana na hiyo kazi imebaki, ili tuhakikishe 100% security for the people of Baringo.
Wancha umurigereria na radio koro Ekeonga Chinsa Isano na Ibere asenchira yo bwenge komini chikoira na gega ngoretira yo monayanda mange toro burigere boro biase muroburi ya Getembe TV ra chiko gochirembe aseka gitare Getembe tomura na Chinsa ikomi.
Superstores nero eduka asorgo nguriga rwa South Nyanza yanchere amone company ya mabati rolling mills eyuko yabwatuka ucyase abahonia aiga ntobwate showroom asura achagwirigirie amabati anda usialia utagete showroom yeto nigo enkale eyuerengia na boigo ekogokie riso yao chingaki ogoswasa ligakurigiria amabati aiga ntobwate team tembo abo bagakora imirimo ase showroom yiga babwata chingoro chingiye cyugo kwarigania na boigo cyo tebererie kende gensi uraganie bagotebererie company ya mabati rolling mills iko babwate amabati chingenjo ao ayuare ye chikala ao na boigo ayuiga bwata chi profile net gauges ao bunabono babwata normal corrugated na boigo box corrugated asibigo babwata boomerang ayuare aye chigage emerungetato asama mabati aliaje chigeche 2023 mbabwate tile profiles alia au oriental elegantal versatile gross na wigo na versatile mat MRM niko babwate lifestyle ayuago chana roman jinko na wigo web design mbabwate ligani kabwate chikala bunabone lia chako gray brick red tile red maroon sky blue na wigo na green ubutambe gwe mabwate yiga niko bokolengana amo nukuganya gwe customer mbabwate bintu bindi wigo ebyo okunyara kabo gutumika chinga gicho gwakeranya mabwate yiga ase nyumba yao tutari rero ase ouru MRM showroom onyare kabo gukwerera amabwate yu akomenya segeka ayo guchanye warrant na wigo ayo urakoberwa kasure asubwango eduke yiga ya ouru superstores yebutoka se enyumba ya ouru complex imiyumucho yigo busongo eyuerangene duka ya Safaricom wigo ngotuka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers eyuere angene bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simgwetera sete namba chabo 0111161500 Ouru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Asegeka k'emyaka 49 ebenki ya Wakenya pamoja sako yabere n'omugusi negukinya omugusi ase eningo yae yabere gekurwa obukorere ase Chinsa mu buno savings loans obosemi bwo gutumika chibesam na diaspora savings ase bali Chinsa chimaiko ase Wakenya pamoja sako yabere ogusira okonene ase abalemi ebyumbe chiskuru chikompani ao abarikire abaritayire gusibaliensemo ya pension boigo abonchereria ibwatani na Wakenya pamoja sako iyonyore obukoreri ubuya ase Chinsa muna obasemigoro y'ubutumiki bw'ikibesa chilon muna development loans, school fees loans, emergency loans, ebyumbe, business loans, salaried loans, na boigochi advance loans. Boigon korantura muri kibesa ase uri kose mobile payments. Kabe